welcome. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We can all hear me okay. Yeah? I'm gonna take that as yeah. But if you can at any point, please let me know if you can't hear me. Like unmute, let me know. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know as well. Oh, good. Okay. Yes, awesome. It's not like super formal, like we're all friends here. So definitely encourage you to ask questions. Let me know if things are feeling funky. If you guys have any requests, let me know. I know that a Zoom class is not exactly like the same as being in person. But there is also still something really nice about being able to like meet and be in community with one another and move. I don't know about you guys, but like all this shoveling, I think at least my like back and shoulder and wrists feel funky. So a couple of quick pieces of housekeeping. Number one is cameras on or off is totally up to you. The one thing, if they're on, it gives me a better like indication when you've like finished your chaturanga and like your pace and stuff like that. But also when I take classes like this, I do like to sometimes just like be in my pajamas in, my living room and just have my camera off and vibe. So that's great as well. It looks like you guys are all muted, so you're good there. But if you wanted to like play any music on your phone off to the side, feel free. Otherwise, I won't be playing any music just so you guys can hear me. And I think that's it. With all that said, I'm going to offer that we get started lying down on our back. So come to your mat and then come to find a Shavasana position. This can be traditional Shavasana, so going full starfish here, legs out wide, arms out wide. But you could also find this posture a variety of different ways. If it feels better to bring soles of the feet to the mat, maybe soles of the feet to touch. You can rest the arms by the sides or take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, connect with the breath, the heartbeat. Before we find any movement, allowing ourselves a few moments to really arrive here, to arrive on our mat, to arrive into the space, to notice not only what's happening around us, like the sensation of the light against our eyelids, the air against our skin, and the texture of the mat underneath us, but also then noticing some internal sensations like the cadence of the breath. Notice how, as you inhale, you create some tension in the body, feeling what pulls tight, pulls taut, grows big, expands. And as you exhale, releasing that tension, helping you to literally get grounded as everything sinks closer in the direction of the earth. Today's practice and all of these Zoom practices is really a testament to, resiliency, how even when things are less than perfect, we can
Hello.
find a way to, hi, welcome, move together.
Wow.
When you're ready, we'll start off with a couple of guided deep breaths together. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, expand through the ribs, broaden across the collarbones, let the heart lift. As you find the top of your inhale, open up the mouth, take a big sigh out of the mouth, release, let it go. Two more times, draw a deep, full, expansive breath in, fill up. Exhale, release the
On your back.
tension,
On your back.
soften
Your back.
closer in the direction of the earth.
Give me a treat once you get there.
And one more time,
To
deep,
your back.
full, expansive breath in, fill up, create length.
He loves yoga.
Big, full, expansive breath out, release, let it go. As you feel called to, start to find some movement in the fingers, the toes, circle out the wrists, the ankles. Take the arms up overhead, find a big good morning stretch, letting the biceps hug the ears, the ribs open up. Keep the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, release the index finger, like you're making a little like Charlie's Angels gun with your fingers. Really squeeze the palms towards one another. Walk the hands up and over to the right side of the mat, and then walk the feet over to the right side of the mat. So you're creating a supine crescent moon shape with the body, keeping the hips stationary in place. And if you want more, cross the left ankle over the right. Still very gentle warm up, but just as you wake up from bed in the morning, really think about growing long through the limbs, stretching from tips to tips, tips of the fingers, tips of the toes, and letting biceps hug the ears. And then reset, make your way back through center. We'll start to uncross the legs, walk the legs up and over to the left, walk the upper body arms over to the left. And if you did side one, this time cross the right ankle up and over. Also notice as you're here, if the right shoulder starts to lift off the mat, actively draw the right shoulder down, draw the low belly in, engage your right quad as you lift the kneecap, and then make your way back through center, uncross the legs. Release the grip on the hands, draw the knees into the chest. Each hand will catch each knee, and then start to draw circles with the knees together, away from one another. If there's any areas that feel like they need more exploration, feel free to pause for a moment there. Take an extra breath and also work to get both directions with your circle. So if you haven't already started to reverse your circle, go ahead and do that. Start to balance it out. Now start to extend the feet up to 90 towards the ceiling for happy baby. Option to catch onto the back of the hamstrings. You could also catch the big toes or the knife blade edges of the feet, so the outer blades of the feet. And if it feels good, you can rock a little bit side to side. Think about keeping this really active to start. So push your feet into your hands into your feet. So you're pushing your feet up, you're pulling your hands back, and that'll also help you to ground down a little bit more through the low back, grounding down through the lower lumbar spine, lengthening through it, and also maybe getting a little massage if you're rocking a bit side to side. We're going to eventually make our way up to a seated position. For this transition, you can either release the grip on the legs, or I like to grab onto the big toes. You'll start to rock up, and as you do, your big toes are going to be like your brakes. So just be mindful as we start to rock. If you want to stop rocking up. You're going to press your big toes into your fingers. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap my fingers around my big toes. I'm going to pike my hips high. So my hips are going roughly like towards my shoulders. And then I'm going to start to rock up and down the spine. The first rock might be like little and small, but eventually gaining some momentum, and then maybe finding a seated position for your heron. So that's where you'll want to push the big toes into the fingers, pull the fingers back so you find that tension, find that grip. And then we're released into a 90-90 position. Right shin forward, the left shin will come out to the side of the mat. This also might be a little bit like less than 90-90, just depending on how your hips feel. So you can make it like 45-45. Otherwise, 90-90 position with the legs. Take the hands behind the head. Big inhale, draw elbows back. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, draw tip of the nose down towards the mat. It definitely doesn't need to touch. Your inhale, push into the right shin, open up. Exhale, hinge from the hip, draw the low belly in. Working to keep a nice flat back. We'll do a few more times at the pace of your own breath. You're thinking about leading with the crown of the head reaching towards the front of the room or front of the mat instead of crown of the head reaching down. So we're keeping the neck neutral. Next time you find yourself up, pause, hold it here. Kick the left leg out and bring the right foot inside. Seated side bend. The left arm will reach down the left leg. Ideally, the elbow is inside, but just depending on how like your hamstrings feel, you could be a little bit more upright. Otherwise, elbow is inside of the leg. Right elbow will reach up as we find a twist in our side bend. And exhale, right elbow will come down towards the mat, towards the left elbow. A few more times as you inhale, open up, push into the right shin to open. Exhale, release back down. And one more time, inhale, open up, twist. And exhale, release back down. Janu Shirshasana, release both hands down to the mat. Fold over your left leg. Tuck the chin, let the head be heavy. Think about shifting just a little bit more weight to the right arm and actively pulling the right shoulder forward as we're here. Pointing or flexing the left toes, and also feeling for a stretch right side low back. We'll be doing a lot of side bending, a lot of twisting in today's practice just to give the spine a little bit of love, especially after all this shoveling, helping it to reset, find its equilibrium, its harmony, its balance back through center. Begin to reset the spine. We're going to keep the left leg reaching forward. If this is really challenging, you're going to lean back. That's going to give you a little bit of momentum. Otherwise, you'll lean forward. You can tent the fingers. You could also, if you have blocks or like books or water bottles or anything to place your hands on, you can do that as well. But we won't be here for long. We're going to point the left toes, lift the left leg up, pause for a second at the top. and then release back down. If this doesn't feel good on your right knee, instead you can bring right sole of the foot to the mat. Otherwise, we'll just keep it in this tree pose position. Reach up, pause, down, reach up, pause, down, and then reach up, pause, and then find little pulses at the top for 10, 9, 8. We want to get your hip flexors turned on, awake, so we can find some boat poses later in class. Something to look forward to. Last 3, 2, and 1. Keep the left leg lifted. Bring the left ankle outside of the right knee and inhale to sit up tall. Push the chest forward. And as you exhale, we'll twist to the left. So you can give yourself a hug with the right arm. You could also hook the right elbow outside of the leg. Walk the left hand further back behind you and use that for traction, for grip to deepen your twist. This left hand is super important in your twist. Where you place it is going to kind of determine how deep you can twist, but we also want to be nice to our shoulders. So finding that good, happy medium where both feel good and happy. Begin to unwind through the twist and then find your heron pose. Grab your big toes, push your big toes into your fingers into your big toes as you lean back on your sit bones. And then maybe you stay here with the legs in a tabletop position, or you can extend them out. Once you're here, think shoulders back, chest lifting, lengthen through the back sides of the legs. Just 3, 2, and 1. 90-90 position. Left shin will come forward. Right shin will come out to the side of the mat. Just a second to settle into it. This side might feel a little bit different depending on like our knees too. At least for me, one of my knees is like I have to baby it a little bit more. Take hands behind the head. As you inhale, push shoulders back, elbows back, hips forward. And exhale, hinge from the hips, tip of the nose reaches down towards the mat. Inhale, push into the left shin, rise up. Keep both feet flexed also as you're here. That'll not only help you balance, but it'll also protect your knee and keep engagement in the entire leg. The feet, the hands are part of the movement. They're alive, awake, active. So not letting them go limp in postures, even though it can be really easy to. Next time you find yourself sitting up tall, pause here. Kick the right leg out. The left foot is going to come inside of the right leg, like a tree pose position, Janu Shirshasana position. But then we'll set up for seated side bend. So left hand will stay behind the head. Right hand will reach inside of the right leg. First, find your side bend. So inhale really open as you reach over the right leg. You're letting the upper body drape across it. And then you're opening through the chest as you draw the elbow up. Big inhale. Exhale, release elbow down. 2 more times. Inhale, elbow open. Exhale, elbow down. And 1 more time. Inhale, elbow open. And exhale, elbow down, Janu Shirshasana. Release both shoulders down to the mat, actively pulling the left shoulder slightly forward as you reach and catch whatever feels comfortable, whether that's the ankle, the shin, the foot. You can rock a little bit side to side here, wiggle the shoulders, or take gentle pulses, pulling yourself in. Last 3. And 1. Inhale, reset the spine. We'll find those hip flexor lifts. So point the toe, either hands back behind you or hands reach forward. I like to tip my fingers, giving me a little bit more lift. It makes it easier to lift the leg. From here, right leg will lift, pause, and come down. Right leg will lift, pause, down, pause. Last 2, pause, down. Last 1. Now hold little pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the right foot lifted. Start to bring right foot outside of the left knee. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, twist to the right. Give yourself a hug or hook the elbow. Actively guide right sit bone in the direction of the mat and use your exhales to compress through the belly, twisting through the spine a little bit deeper. Last 3, 2, and 1. Begin to unwind, come back through center, this time boat pose. So we're gonna extend both legs up. If you prefer to keep the feet on the mat, feel free. You could always tabletop the legs, or you could extend both legs up in a V position, reaching towards the ceiling. Think again, shoulders back, chest lifting, squeeze inner thighs towards one another. We'll just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the left leg. The left ankle is going to come underneath the right thigh. Bend into the right leg and then start to rock yourself forward. So you're in this like crouched position. We're going to plant the hands, send the left leg back, and meet in a runner's lunge. So the right foot should be forward towards the top of your mat. Walk both hands inside of your right foot. As you inhale, let the hips drop down. Keep the deep bend in the right knee. Draw shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, lengthen through both legs. You're pushing the hips up, lengthening, especially through the right leg. Inhale, hips go down, shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze your left butt cheek. And exhale, take it back hinge. Follow the pace of your own breath a few more times. It's like a lizard position, really stretching left hip flexor, and then a long stance pyramid position, really stretching the right hamstring. Next time you find yourself with the hips up, pause, hold it here. Left hand will stay. You can totally keep a bend in the right knee, or you can take the left hand to a block, a book, a water bottle, but we'll twist, reaching the right arm high. As you twist and reach the right arm high, can you feel what that did to your right hip? Your right hip probably pulled back a little bit. That's the motion, the sensation that we want to follow. Keeping right hip back, left hip forward, reach through the top fingertips, keep them alive, active, engaged. Last 3, 2, and 1. Right hand will come down. Walk the hands to the left. We're turning to the side of the mat for a wide leg forward fold. First, adjust the feet. So heels out, toes slightly in, and inhale to lift halfway. And an exhale to fold. Let the head be heavy. Yogi's choice once you're here. If you want to bend into alternating knees, you can grab opposite elbows, rock a little bit side to side. The chin, let the head be heavy. You can shake the head and neck out or take a couple of like really big expressive breaths. I have a friend, every time she's in wide leg forward fold, she likes to do like a horse breath where you like inhale and then you like out of the mouth. And she swears it really helps her decompress and settle into more of that like down regulating state. So you can try that. That's super fun. Use your next inhale, press into the hands, lift, lengthen halfway. Heels will come in, toes will come out. Goddess is where we're going. So you're going to want to shorten your stance just a little bit if it's really wide like mine. Bend into the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms come up overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take a second in your goddess, feeling super strong through the legs. Draw knees away from one another. Press into the outer blades of the feet. And then take hands inside of the legs. Inhale, lean forward. Draw shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, twist to the right, drop the left shoulder and push into the left hand. Inhale, reset back through center. Exhale to the left, opposite direction. Keep following your own pace side to side. Inhale, center. Exhale, draw low belly in. Center. And exhale, side 2. We'll release by planting the hands forward on the mat. Use another inhale to draw heels out for a wide leg forward fold. And an exhale to release the head down towards the mat, lengthening through the spine, letting the head be heavy. Press into the hands, walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Start to turn all toes so they point to the front of the mat in a runner's lunge, and then drop left knee down. Walk both hands inside of the right leg again. Now, this is a good opportunity for like blocks, books, water bottle, anything that you can create some length with. If you don't have anything, it's really not a big deal. But we'll lengthen through the right leg. I'm going to do this side so you guys can see. Option 1, you can tent the fingertips or take the hands to some kind of support to lift the chest a little bit. Option 2, if that's all too much, you can slide the foot. You don't need to pick the foot up at all. But otherwise, you'll press into the hands, lift the right leg up. You'll take the right leg out to the right. The big toe is pointing to the side now. And then you'll take it back behind you. The big toe is pointing down. So the hip moves through that full rotation. Now we'll open the hip up, right hip on top of the left. Big toe points to the side. I'm going to take the leg out to the side, and then I'm going to bring it forward. Big toe points up. And if this is too much, you're going to slide the foot, right? Like this. Otherwise, we'll inhale, lift right foot up, take it out to the side, take it back behind us, feel hip pull down. We'll open it up again, take it out to the side, forward, heel down. And one more time, lift right foot up, take it to the side, take it back, square, right hip off, right hip pulls down, and then right knee will come in line with the left. Push into both shins, Ustrasana camel pose. First, like really big back bend of class. So take it at your own pace. But camel pose doesn't need to be crazy. Think lengthen through the front side of the body, maybe hands to heart center to start. You could also take hands to support the low back, squeeze into your glutes, draw shoulders back. If you want to find a deeper expression, feel free, but make sure that it's not an expression that takes your breath away. You can still breathe easily in this posture. And we're thinking more about lengthening front side of the body than like compressing back side of the body. Like the goal is to create length here, open up through the heart, release into downward facing dog. Plant your hands top of the mat, hike the hips high, downward facing dog. Find a few movements, moments to settle into it. If you want to move in any way that feels good and helps you do that, feel free. Can pedal the feet out, can shake the hips a little bit side to side, shake the head out yes and no. Can also find big expressive sighs throughout the mouth, releasing some heat. Begin. I don't know about you guys, but my house is like so hot. It's like a sauna in here. It really is like hot yoga. It was hot for my 9 a.m. class. It's just gotten hotter. Gaze forward, walk the feet up halfway up to the mat. So your feet are like in that halfway point. Cross at the ankles and then find a seated position. So we're just coming to sit center of the mat. Boat pose round two, facing the front of the mat, extend through the legs. You can always keep feet on the mat, tabletop the legs, shoulders back, chest lifting. 3, 2, 1. Bend into the right knee. The right foot is coming kind of underneath the left knee. We'll bend into the left knee. The toes point forward towards the top of the mat. Start to shift yourself forward in this crouching position. Kick the right leg back and then walk both hands inside of the left foot. As you inhale, hips will go low, draw shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, pike the hips high, push into the hands, lengthen through the left leg. Inhale, hips go low, squeeze into the right glute. Exhale, hinge from the hips, pike the hips high. A few more times at your own pace. Your inhale is thinking again about lengthening through front side of the body. There's a little bit of a back bend here as we open up through the heart. We draw shoulders away from the ears. We draw the sternum forward. And then as you lengthen through the left leg, releasing the weight of the head. Next time you find yourself in this pyramid position with the left leg straight, hold it. Right hand will stay. Left hand will lift. Feel the left hip pull back. Push into the bottom hand, specifically the finger pads where your nails are. So you find engagement through the bottom fingers. You protect your wrist. It's almost like you're gripping the mat underneath you. You're creating little spider fingers. Maybe your middle knuckles lift off the mat. Plant the left hand down, walk the hands to the right. As you inhale, lift halfway, prepare for a wide leg forward fold. And exhale, let the head be heavy, wide leg forward fold. If there's any movement you want to find here, bend into the knees, rock a little bit side to side, feel free. Last 3, 2, and 1. Press into the hands, lift halfway. Shimmy the feet in a little bit, heels in, toes out. Find your goddess position. Big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Bring the hands behind the head. Another inhale, draw elbows back. And as you exhale, take it to the right, side bend, squeeze into the oblique. Keep the spine long as you're here. Inhale, push into the right foot, back through center. Exhale to the left. A few more times, side to side. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Keep drawing these away from one another. One more time each side. Exhale, take it to the right. Inhale, come center. And exhale, take it to the left. Plant the hands back to a wide leg forward fold. Draw the heels slightly out. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let the head be heavy, releasing. Now inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, walk all 10 toes so they face the top of the mat. Drop the right knee down. Plant the hands inside of your left leg. This is where if you want to grab something to create a little bit of lift off the mat, feel free. Otherwise, you don't really need it. We'll lengthen through the left leg. Plant the hands. Lift the left leg up. Side. Big toe points to the side. Take it back. Big toe points down. And if you're sliding the foot, it'll look like this. You'll take it out to the side. Big toe points to the side. You'll slide it forward. Big toe points up. You'll take it out to the side. Big toe points to the side. and you'll take it back, big toe points down. One more time, open the hip, take it to the side, bring it forward, tap down, lift up, take it to the side, back, pause, hold it here. Square left hip off, left knee down to the mat. Ustrasana camel pose, hips forward, shoulders back, lift the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands down to the mat, pike the hips high, downward facing dog. We'll start to speed that up a little bit. We're going to meet center of the mat in a seated position, an easy seat, basically sitting crisscross applesauce. If you want to walk it up halfway and then find your seated position, go for it. You could also bend into the knees, jump forwards to shift some weight into your hands, and then jump into a seated position. Meeting first for boat pose. Big inhale, extend through the legs, shoulders back, chest forward. Pause, hold for your exhale. Bend into the left leg, left foot underneath the right. Bend into the right foot forward. Shift forward, send the left leg back. Hands inside of the right foot. As you inhale, let the hips drop down. Exhale, let the hips pike up, pyramid position. As you inhale, left hand down, right hand will reach up, big twist. And exhale, wide leg forward, fold side of the mat. Turn the toes to the left, release the weight of the head. We're going to skip goddess. Instead, inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, turn all 10 toes back to the top of the mat. Drop the left knee down, lengthen through the right leg, and walk the hands inside of the right foot. Either pick up or slide. Right leg will go back, hip point down, right knee down to the mat. Big inhale, push the hips forward, find your camel pose, hold 3, 2, and 1, and release downward facing dog. Big exhale, pike the hips high. Begin to gaze to the top of the mat. Really, you're gazing to the top of the mat, but we're shooting for the middle. Bend into the knees. You can either step or hop, seated position, center of the mat. Extend through the legs, boat pose, big inhale. Exhale, stay. The right knee, right leg underneath the left foot forward, shift forward, plant the hands, shoot your right leg back. Both hands inside of the left leg. Inhale, hips go down. Exhale, hips go high, lengthen through the left leg. Inhale, twist, left hand will reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, shift to the right, wide leg forward, fold to the center of the mat. Now inhale, lift, lengthen halfway again. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the front. Drop the right knee, lengthen through the left leg, plant the hands, push into the hands, send the left leg back behind you, feel the hip pull down. Bring the left knee to the mat, push the hips forward, big inhale, camel pose. Great, exhale, downward facing dog, plant the hands, pike the hips high. We're gonna do that one more time each side, gaze top of the mat, bend into the knees, jump or step forward, seated position, center of the mat. Inhale, extend through the legs, boat pose. Exhale, pause, stay here. Inhale, bend into the left leg, right foot will step forward, send the left leg back. Inhale, drop the hips down, lizard position. Exhale, lengthen through the right leg. Inhale, right arm will reach. Exhale, shift to the left, wide leg forward fold, let the head be heavy. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the front, drop the left knee. Lengthen through the right leg, hands inside of the right leg, shoot it back behind you. Drop the knee down. Inhale, camel pose, hips forward, shoulders back, heart open. Exhale, plant hands, pike hips high, downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of the mat, soft bend in the knees, travel to the center of the mat, seated position. Inhale, extend through the legs. Settle in. Inhale, bend into the right leg, the left foot forward. Shift forward. Send your right foot back. Hands inside of the left leg. Inhale, let the hips drop down. Exhale, pike the hips high. Inhale, left arm will reach, twist. Exhale to the right, wide leg forward fold, shift on your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, turn all 10 toes to the front. Drop the right knee, lengthen through the left leg, plant the hands, then the left leg back. Big toe will point down. Drop left knee to the mat and inhale, push the hips forward, camel pose, Ustrasana. Downward facing dog and then pause, hold it here. Tuck the toes, pike the hips high. Take a moment here to either find any movement that would make it feel good or settle into a little bit of stillness. Taking deep breaths in through the nose, maybe inviting a big sigh out of the mouth. Come to a brief child's pose. Rest the belly on the thighs or between the thighs. We'll take one collective breath together. Deep breath in through the nose. Big sigh out of the mouth. Release, let it go. Gaze to the top of the mat. Travel there however you want to get there. So you can step, you can hop, ragdoll forward fold towards the top of your mat. Rub opposite elbows, maybe sway a bit side to side. Let the head be heavy. Upper body like a limp spaghetti noodle over the lower body. Push into the feet, one vertebrae at a time, rise to stand. As you do, let the head and neck stack last. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Feet can stay hips width, or you can bring them to touch for a little bit more. Big inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Again, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. So you're creating that little like Charlie's Angels gun. Another inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale, side bend up and over to the right. Bring the bottom shoulder forward, top shoulder back, squeeze into the right oblique, squeeze inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, reset back through center, and exhale, side two, up and over to the left. Press into the knife blade edge of the right foot, lengthen through the arms. If you want to test your balance, gaze up. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, any back bend of choice. So you can keep the arms, you could also cactus the arms or take the hands to support the low back. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, let the head be heavy. Now inhale, lift, lengthen halfway, draw shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, chaturanga of choice. So you can step back, drop the knees, bend into the elbows, inhale through a back bend of choice, and exhale, downward facing dog. You could also jump back or skip it entirely and just meet in downward facing dog. Begin to gaze to the top of the mat. Travel there however you want to get there. Root to rise, push into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Sweep the arms up overhead as you do. Interlace the fingers, big inhale. Exhale, take it up and over to the right. Big side bend. Inhale, reach back up through center. Grow tall through the spine, through the fingertips. Exhale, up and over to the left. Now inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take it through any back bend of choice. Inhale, release back through center. And exhale, forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, plant hands. Step or jump back. Chaturanga of choice. Take it through a back bend. And downward facing dog. One more time. Travel to the top of the mat. Push into the feet. Rise all the way up. Big inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Big inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Lift halfway. Plant hands. Step or jump back. Take it through a chaturanga or skip it. Eventually meeting in down dog when you're ready. Hips go high. Head is heavy. Press into the inner blades of the feet. Let the inner thighs spiral to the back of the room. And take a full body deep breath. Breath in through the nose. Big sigh out of the mouth. Release, let it go. Use your next inhale, lift the right leg, bend the knee, stack the hip. You can stay here or draw circles with your knee, your ankle, pressing firmly into the right hand, squaring the right shoulder off a little bit more and dropping the left heel. As you inhale, straighten out the right leg, squeeze the glute, and exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Step the right foot through and find a runner's lunge position, but we're dropping the left knee a little bit. So you're tenting the fingers. We'll drop the left knee, and you can either keep the fingertips next to the right foot, or you can walk the fingertips more forward to help your balance. We're going to meet in a standing split. On your next exhale, push into your right heel. to shift forward and then lift the left leg higher. When you feel comfortable, maybe you walk the hands closer to the right foot and then you surrender the upper body closer to the right shin, using the strength of the left leg, left glute to reach up towards the ceiling, holding 3, 2, and 1. Release the left leg down and cross the ankles. So the left ankle and leg is crossing behind the right. As you inhale, lift halfway. Your lift halfway is thinking head forward, sit bones expand, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, fold, head is heavy. You soften down towards the mat, you surrender to gravity. Push into the right foot, rise all the way up to stand. Take the arms up overhead. Another big inhale, interlace the fingers, reach through them. And exhale, side bend to the right, up and over. Again, bring the bottom shoulder forward, top shoulder back. And if balance is tricky, gaze down. Reset back through center. Hands to heart center. Push into the right foot and draw the left knee into the chest. Figure 4 chair pose. The left ankle will cross over the right. Take your time as you settle in. You want to take some pulses, bending into the knees. Can wiggle a little bit side to side, test your balance. Or take some time as you find the positioning of your chest if you want to be more upright, or you can be slightly hinged forward, a little bit more opening through the outer left glute. Wherever you're at, find your focal point to look at, something still and unmoving. Last 3, 2, and 1. Push into the right foot. Left knee will come into the chest. We're meeting for half moon. So this big expansive sweep. You're still facing the front of your mat. The right hand is going to come down. We're going to kick the left leg out to the right, take it to the side. So big rotation through the hip and then kick it out. And then when you're ready, this right hand can reach down to the mat. Left arm reaches up. Find your expression of half moon, whether you point the toe, you flex it back. You can take your right hand down to a block, a book, a water bottle. Really feeling for stacking the left hip on top of the right. Last 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 2. Put a soft bend in your right knee first and then step back. Sometimes we land somewhere kind of funky, so feel free to make any adjustments if you want to bring your foot in, out, up, down. Make your adjustments. You're not stuck where you land. And then find that reach through the fingertips. Equal intention, equal pull through the arms. Tuck the tailbone. Big inhale, reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Peel the top shoulder back. Pause, hold it here. Breathe one more breath into the right lung. Keep the deep bend into the right knee. And as you exhale, find your triangle pose. Lengthen through the right leg. Reach forward, 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 sending sit bones back, crown of the head forward, and then reach down. Right hand down, left hand up. You can stay here. You could also reach the left hand up overhead towards the top of your mat. We're kind of following this theme of side bends today in class and twists for our back, but we'll do a side bend peak pose or variation later on. So you might want to really reach to the top of the mat. Feel this expansion through the rib cage on the left side. Low lunge is where we're going. Start to turn your left hip more down as you bend into the right knee. Drop the left knee to the mat and lift the chest. Melt the hips forward. Again, make any shimmies or adjustments that you want. Inhale, reach up, arms reaching up towards the ceiling, hips dropping forward. And as you exhale, send it back to a half split, but then take it back further. We're going to bring left butt cheek towards the left heel. So we'll slide the right heel in as we sit down. You'll look like this, the positioning of your legs, but this probably won't feel great on all of our knees. If this doesn't feel good on your knee, a Janu Shirshasana position, bringing the foot inside that we found in the beginning of class, is also totally fine. Otherwise, you're in this half heron position. So you're internally rotating your left hip towards your right thigh. Your right foot is flexing back. Big inhale, reach through the arms. And exhale, hinge from the hips, take it down, forward fold. You'll want to shift all of your weight to the right side. Can you gently guide a little bit more weight to the left hand as you're here? Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Hands will plant behind you. For reverse tabletop, you'll bend into the knees, press into the feet, press into the hands. For reverse plank, you'll press into the feet, Also trying to press into the inner blades of the feet. Then push into the arms, draw the chest towards the ceiling. Last 3, 2, 1. Let the hips go down. Draw the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine, maybe like 2 times. Eventually we'll take it through a chaturanga, just optional. You can always skip. You can step or jump back. Inhale through a back bend of choice. And exhale to pike the hips high, downward facing dog. We'll do that again, side 2. Before that, take a deep breath, get ready, prepare, push into the hands. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knees, stack the hip. You can stay here or draw circles, ankle, knee, soften into the right heel. Use your next inhale, straighten out the left leg, squeeze the glute, push into the hands, drop the left shoulder. And exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Step it through for a runner's lunge. So your left toes point to the top of the mat, but drop the right knee a little bit. So the right knee is dropping down towards the mat. Option 1, hands stay in line with this left foot. Option 2, hands are going to reach up a little bit. Now keep the right knee slightly bent as you push into your left heel. Use that for momentum to kick up and then push more into your left heel to lift the right leg higher. Once you're here, if you want more, there's so many different positions, but you could like float the hands. You could walk the hands closer to the left leg, lift the right leg higher. Last 3. And 1. Cross at the ankles. The right ankle is crossing behind the left. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Crown of the head reaches towards the top of the mat. And exhale, soften, head heavy. Draw low belly in and shift the weight more into your left heel. Push into the left heel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Place the fingers at the top. Release the index finger. Exhale, up and over to the left. Big side bend. Squeeze into the left oblique. Square the shoulders off. And you're probably off of your right heel. I am. So you're pushing into the right ball of the foot instead. Come back through center. Bring the hands to heart center. Right knee to chest. Figure 4 chair pose. Flex into the right foot. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and bend into both knees. Decide if you want to find movement, pulses, hinges. Can move a little bit side to side, test your balance. Or you could just find stillness, focusing on allowing your breath to help you deepen the stretch and focusing on finding your focal point. 3, 2, 1. Right knee to chest, half moon left side. So the right leg will go out to the right. Gaze at where you're going to plant your left hand. Kick the right leg back behind you. Eventually, right leg will straighten, left leg will plant, left arm will plant, and right arm will lift. So you're finding this big opening through this front side of the body. Last 3. Right hip stacks on top of the left. 2 and 1. Warrior 2. Soften into the left knee first. Big step back. Adjust. If you landed somewhere weird. More often than not, we kind of do. Totally
Part of the gig. I hope you guys can still hear me. If you can't, let me know. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior, keeping the deep bend into the front knee. Pause for a moment here. Breathe into the front lung and your reversed warrior. We're going to meet for triangle pose. 2 straightish legs. Reach your left hand forward, forward, forward. Send sit bones back. Crown of the head reaches forward. And exhale down. Left hand down, right hand reaching. Push into the bottom hand to reach the right arm high, and then choose if you want to keep right hand here or reach it to the top of the mat. Feeling right side of the body expand. 3, 2, and 1. Low lunge. Turn right hip more down as you bend into the left knee. Drop right knee down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Take the arms up overhead. Squeeze the right glute. Deep breath in. And exhale, send it back. Like a half splits, but now we're going to send right sit bone further towards the mat. Come all the way down. You're in this half heron position with the right leg, meaning your knee is bent, your toes are close to your right butt cheek, and we're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold into a half heron forward fold. Gently shifting more weight to the right arm. Softening into everything we're not actively using, like the expression. And releasing by sitting up tall, bringing the right foot to meet the left. Plant the hands back behind you. Find your reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Just holding for 3, 2, and 1. Let the hips go down. Draw the knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine 2 or 3 times. Eventually plant your hands, step or jump back. Take it through a chaturanga or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. We'll start to speed that up a little bit, but as always, feel free to do you. Take it at your own pace. When you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through. Inhale, drop the left knee a little bit. Maybe you walk the hands forward. Exhale, standing splits, lift off of the left leg. Inhale, cross at the ankles, lift halfway. Exhale, head heavy, forward fold. Push into the right foot. Inhale, rise up. Take the arms up overhead. Interlace at the top. Exhale, side bend to the right, up and over. Squeeze right oblique. Inhale, come back through center. Draw left knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Inhale, rise up, left knee to chest. And take your time. Half moon, 3 on the right side. 2 and 1. Big gentle step back. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Straight into it. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, triangle pose. Shift forward and down. Inhale, low lunge. Drop left knee down to the mat. Arms up. Exhale, send your butt back into a seated position. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg forward. And exhale, reverse tabletop or plank. 3, 2, 1. Hips go down. Knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine. When you're ready, plant hands. Take it through a chaturanga. Pike the hips high, downward facing dog. Side 2. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Send it through. Inhale, drop right knee. Maybe you walk hands forward. Exhale, standing splits. Kick the right leg high. Inhale, cross at the ankles. Lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Head heavy. Push into the feet. Inhale, rise. Take the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left. Up and over. Inhale, come back through center. Draw right knee to chest. Exhale, figure 4 crossing. Right ankle will cross up and over. Inhale, reach back through center. Single leg Tadasana. Right knee to chest. And take your time. Half moon left side. 3, 2, 1. Gentle step back. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward, reach down. Inhale, low lunge. Drop right knee to the mat. Lift the chest. Take the arms up. Exhale, send it back. Find a seated position. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot will step forward or meet the left. And exhale, reverse tabletop or plank. 3, 2, and 1. Hips go down. Knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine. Plant the hands. Take it through a chaturanga. Eventually meeting in down dog. Opportunity. One more round each side. Actually, we'll have more, but one more round each side as is, and then we'll take a little break. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. Send it through. Inhale, drop left knee. Maybe you walk the hands forward. Exhale, kick it up high, standing splits. Cross at the ankles. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold, head heavy. Push into the right heel. Inhale, lift halfway, arms up. Exhale to the right, side bend. Inhale back through center, left knee to chest. Exhale, figure four chair, hands to heart center. Inhale, draw left knee to chest, single leg Tadasana. And take your time, half moon, 3, 2, and 1. Put a soft bend into the right knee. Inhale, reach up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hinge from the hips, triangle pose. Inhale, bend into the right knee, low lunge. Exhale, send it back. Pause, hold it here. You know what? We actually are just going to do it one more round each side because of time. So working into our peak posture from here. So you're in this heron position. Your left knee is bent, your right leg is extended long. What you're going to do is flex into your left foot and then bring the left sole of the foot on the mat. So left sole of the foot is on the mat, your right foot is flexed back, and you're kind of in this like L position with the legs. I'm going to show you from the side here a little bit more. Taking it through a side bend, your right hand is going to catch either your left ankle, or you'll take the fingers underneath the outer blade of the foot and then you'll step on the fingers. Your left arm will reach high, and as you exhale, you'll reach up and over. Maybe you pause here. Maybe you really get the right shoulder inside of the leg. You catch onto the foot, and then you use this traction and grip to open up the chest. Keep drawing left knee towards the ceiling. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. We'll release into a reverse tabletop or reverse plank. If you're over the reverse planks by now, reverse tabletop's a cool option. Release back down, knees into chest, rock up and down the spine, plant the hands. Option to take it through a chaturanga or skip, meet and down dog. Just one more time, left side, big inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Step it through, inhale, drop the right knee down. Maybe you walk the hands up. Exhale, kick the right leg up, standing splits. Cross at the ankles, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, head heavy, fold. Push into the feet, inhale, rise up, interlace the fingers at the top. Exhale to the left, side bend, up and over. Inhale, reset the spine, draw right knee to chest. Exhale, cross right ankle over the left thigh, bring hands to heart center. Now draw right knee back into the chest and then slowly rotate on your axis, kick it back. 3, 2, 1. Soft bend into the left knee. Big step back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, triangle pose, reach forward and down. Inhale, low lunge, drop right knee to the mat, lift the chest, arms up. And exhale, take it back. Sit on your booty. We'll just switch, do side 2. So now the right knee is bent, the left leg is out long, taking it for our seated side bend option. You'd flex into your right foot, and then you'd rotate on the foot so the sole of the foot is on the mat, like this. Your left hand would either catch onto the right ankle. If this is too much for like the double twist, then I'd recommend just planting left hand next to the left leg as you reach. That's a good option as well. Otherwise, left hand will go for its grip. Right hand will reach up. Big inhale, and then exhale up and over. And you really think I want to getting this left shoulder inside of the left leg, because that's going to make it easier to grab the foot. And then once you have the foot, you can use that as traction to open up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your center. Final reverse tabletop or reverse plank. I think this is like personally the worst posture of class, but it's good to do postures that you don't like too. 3, 2, 1. Let the hips drop down, knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine, plant the hands. Option to take it through your final chaturanga of class. Meeting in down dog. Lift the right leg high, take a big inhale. Exhale, set up for pigeon pose on the right side. Right shin planting down. You can play around with how far away your left knee is from the body. Further away or closer. Big inhale to sit up tall. And then an exhale to surrender. The cool thing about being home too is like we got lots of props at home, lots of blankets, lots of pillows. So if you want to grab a blanket, pad underneath your right hip point, Maybe make a little pillow for your forehead, feel free. Otherwise, allowing yourself a few moments here to surrender to time and gravity. Again, to notice what's happening around you, sounds in the room, the temperature of the room. Plant the hands, shake it out any way that feels good. So you can come from down dog. After a pigeon, I really like to come to tabletop, draw circles with my hips. We want to come through down dog, bump the hips a little bit side to side, or find a single leg down dog, feel free. Eventually we'll meet for side two. Tuck the toes, pike the hips high. Big inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring left leg in. Set up the shin. Take a big inhale to prepare. And an exhale to fold. Press into the hands. Take it back. Shake it out any way that feels good. Get some blood flow back into the hips. And then start to make your way to a position lying down on your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. I say this all the time, but truly so easy to overlook, thinking you're capable, able-bodied, we're able to move in all of these fun, creative, expressive ways. We woke up with the ability to move this morning. There is nothing better than that. Final 30 seconds or so, any final wiggles, postures, movements, shimmies, anything that may feel good before we close out our practice. If there's nothing, no need to force anything, but if there's something that sounds good, feel free to make your way there. And then as you feel ready and called to, begin to settle into your final resting posture.